Hello friends, this is for the decision science assignment for April cycle 2024. Here I am trying to give you a little guidance where you can how you are able to use the Excel and Word file to solve the questions. Let's move to question 1. Here is calculate the probability of the following statements. Draw the probability tree diagram. So this is where we had a question of medical college students from Pune. 30% people used to like to have misal pav in their farewell party as per the Google form survey. Remaining people have chosen to have vada pav, out of which those who have chosen misal pav 50%, that they would eat only Jain misal pav. Well, 30% of them, those who have chosen vada pav, also said they would have Jain vada pav only. What is the stack or percentage on the number of people who will have the Jain food, including misal pav and vada pav? What is the probability of selecting a person who would eat misal pav? This is our first. Um, this is one, and this is the second condition where we have to answer our question. Okay. So, who would eat misal pav given that the person's diet type is Jain? Now, handmade drawings of the diagram is prohibited. Prepare it with the help of a software like MS Word. Okay. First, let us understand how we can do a calculation here. Overall probability of choosing misal pav or vada pav. So, first is misal pav. Misal pav is telling 30%, and vada pav from remaining. So, 1 minus 30%, we are getting 70%. Then conditional probability of choosing a Jain food. Given that someone chose a misal pav, Jain misal pav. So this is where is our next condition. So here lies our first of information. This is 50% said they would eat only Jain misal pav. Okay. So here we are coming with Jain misal pav 50% and non-Jain misal pav, again we are taking 1 minus, so again 50%. Okay. Similarly, we do it for a vada pav. Jain vada pav is 30%, what is given in our data, and then non-Jain vada pav is 1 minus 70. It's the remaining one. Now let's calculate probability. These are the two conditions. This is condition 1 and condition 2, where we have to, question 1 and question 2 is where we have to find out the answer. Probability of choosing a Jain food, Jain misal pav plus Jain vada pav is equal to Jain food. So Jain misal pav plus Jain vada pav, then probability of Jain food. Okay. So Jain misal pav and Jain vada pav, again we are taking misal pav from here. Jain misal pav is uh, where is this one? Okay. Probability of Jain misal pav plus probability of Jain vada pav. So Jain misal pav, we are coming with 50% and misal pav is 30%. Okay. Then again we are going with Jain vada pav. Vada pav is 70%. Jain vada pav is 30%. Okay. So here comes our final probability, 0.36. So 36% chances that the probability of choosing the Jain food. So here, focus on the methods. I have made purposefully some changes so that it is not a copy paste for you. So you have to carefully put in your numbers and then you will get the right answers. Okay. Then second question is probability of selecting the person who would eat a misal pav given that the person's diet is Jain. So here comes our next question, the second question. The second question is Jain misal pav, Jain food divided by, sorry, yeah, misal pav divided by Jain probability. That is where we have to find out. Now, second one is Jain food divided by Jain misal pav. Now it comes Jain food is 0.13 divided by 0.36 is Jain misal pav. I will show you where we are getting. Jain food is 0.36, what we have got it from here, probability of choosing Jain food, and probability of eating misal pav. So misal pav is where we are getting Jain missile power, again we are getting it from here 0.15. So these two divided is what we are getting 41%. So person who eats missile pav and his diet plan is Jain is 41%. Okay. Now the next is you have to draw the probability tree diagram. So instead of copying or pasting, you can directly select I'll just open the Word. Yeah. So you can directly do the probability diagram here like this. So what you can do is easiest way is to install insert shapes, and you can go as blank color. Maybe this is your starting point. Then you can do these two like this. Then we are going like this to this. Okay, so we have a basic structure. Now we will see how we can join it. Take an arrow, center point to center point. Similarly, you can go center point to center point. So your first probability 3, and then you go from here. We are getting two outcomes, this one and this one. Similarly for this one and this one. So the probability tree is very simple. I've just shown you how you can draw it. So here is the data. Start missile power 30%, vada power 70%. In the missile power, again you have Jain and non-Jain. This is where is your two outcomes. Jain missile power, non-Jain missile power. Similarly for vada pav, again you have two outcomes. Okay. Now finally we have to put up for the Jain food 15 into, you can write it here with some more boxes, or a text box is also fine. I mean, at the end you just have to write down the text. So here comes the probability 0.3 into we have to see missile power 15%, 0.15. Okay, so this is where you should write at the end results. 0.3 into 0.15 . .045. Okay, so this is the way you should write it down for each outcome. Each outcome will be of a different probability. So here it might be 13 and 15, it is same here, but here it is probability 70, and then we have 21%. 0.7 into 0.21, 147. So this one again goes as 0.7 into 0.49. So we are doing it here 0.343. Okay, so this is the way you can go ahead and make your tree. you can do all the beautifications, whatever you're looking for, smaller, or you want border, or you don't want border. All these options you can play around. I mean, which is better for you. Okay. So this is where you can do it. Similarly, you can do it same for the even probability tree. If you don't want these boxes to be visible, you can just go ahead and select the box and make it no fill and no outline, and then your box is ready. And since we have white as our box color, sorry, you can select the box and you can select the numbers, so that's where you get your output. Okay, sometimes if this can come, yeah, so you can just select, paste it. Yes. Okay, now coming back to question 2, write the interpretation for the following regression model. You are advised to run the analysis using MS Excel. Here Hiran Dhar, an entrepreneur who is running Pashmina, a store of Pashmina shawl. She is targeting customers via social media application. She has chosen Instagram as a platform and had also chosen Reels as advertisement for her product. She is looking for a forecasting model to understand the impact of number of likes of the Reels demonstrating the product and its sales. So this is the data, you have it. Reels, number of sales, and number of likes of each reel. And then you have questions what we have to answer. Write the regression model, discuss the R-square, discuss the ANOVA, discuss the significance of independent variable. So first thing what you can do is you can just select this data, and if you are not sure and waiting for it, so you can just ask Google recommend chart. It will recommend you so many charts here, so you can select an appropriate one. I've selected the scattered one, likes, so that it is giving me a very nice trend line which shows there is a linkage between the likes and the sales. Okay, now second option is, now we have to go for a regression model. Select this data, go to data tab. Here you have a data analysis one. So if you scroll down and up, you will see regression model. So you select Y input as number of likes, X range is number of sales. Okay, then you click on OK. It will pop up into your next new sheet. If you want in the same sheet, you can just select it as same sheet. So here I've just highlighted the output. Here the question is multiple R, this is the value, R square, this is the value. And please follow the video of my decision science part 1, where I've given theory part. In theory part, you have how to interpret the results. So there you will understand why these highlighted values are coming up and how you have to write down your answers. So this is the F value and this is the significance. So this regression model is, since the significance is very, very low, it is going E minus 22. So here the regression model is statistically significant. So that's where you can write. And this is your B1 value. So X variable 1. So that's where B1 comes up, and the P value. So all this information has been asked here in this portion. So you can answer it by taking all this data. Again, I am stressing on this point. So make sure you are typing all the values correctly and then run this model. You will get the exact answers. Okay. Here comes the next one. Draw an appropriate chart for the following. Also write your clarification for choosing that graph. For each variable, identify the time series component present if you consider the long-term pattern. This is the production of crop, and here you are advised to use a software like Excel to make a graph and copy paste them into your assignment. Do not do a snapshot. Okay, so here is the data, and again we can just select it. Simply you can go with the Excel recommendations. insert, charts, you go for recommendation. You see a lot of things, different types of graphs. What makes most sense, you can take it up. So I go for a bar chart. I have selected bar chart here. So in the bar chart, you can clearly see groundnuts. All the blue bars are groundnut, and orange are rapeseeds and mustard, and green bars are soybeans. So here in the chart, because it is giving visibility over a period of time, it shows very clearly that the groundnuts have an increasing trend. It is coming as a clean increasing trend with some seasonal dips, and then again it picks up. But we are not able to say same for the rapeseeds. So rapeseeds are very ups and downs, and the connection is not established very well. Soybeans are soybeans are better again with the seasonal ups and downs, but they are also showing an increasing trend when we compare here to here. So this is how you can interpret your answers once you have your data plotted. And here you can just add multiple informations if you want to add a trend line or you don't want to add a trend line. So you can select which trend line you want to add it for, which part of it, like groundnut, or you want to add a trend line for um, rapeseeds and mustards or soya. Okay, but yeah, then you nicely mention the chart details, like what type of chart it is, or what data you want to show. You can just name it, name the chart. Okay, then you can select it like this and go for a control C, and then open your Excel, sorry, Word, where we are doing assignment. Just go click paste. So that's all. So once you do this, right, when it is not matching to the destination, you can do a small edits. It's okay. I mean, sometimes it is overlapping here and not giving clear picture. Go ahead and do this small access modifications and all. Okay, and you feel that this has long names and all, and then you can make a short names here in the Excel, and then it easily connects the data. Okay, all right. So this portion is quite simple, and it's most of the part is theory, so you can get it done from the book. And again, do not copy any of the data in the theory from anywhere else. You can refer to multiple data, but do not copy paste. It comes as a plagiarism for your assignments. Okay, thank you. I hope it was any help for you to do your assignment. All the best. Thank you.